If Tesla is the Apple of electric vehicles, Volkswagen is betting it can be Samsung. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Tesla X, where you get your daily Tesla updates. Let's get into it. Let me begin with the obvious. E-mobility has won the race, said Herbert Diess, Chief Executive Officer of Volkswagen, on Monday. It is the only solution to reduce mobility emissions fast, he said. Diess was speaking at an event Volkswagen dubbed Power Day, where the company laid out its big plans for beating Tesla and becoming the world's largest maker of electric vehicles. Instead of talking about cars, design, or other customer-facing features, however, most of the splashy event was spent on a boring-looking thing that goes inside EVs called the lithium-ion battery. That's because batteries make up more than 30% of an electric car's cost. And with every automaker looking to pivot to EVs, it's not just about getting batteries at the cheapest price possible, but also securing enough supply to meet those ambitions. The pivot won't be cheap. Volkswagen announced it plans to build 6 battery factories across Europe by 2030, which Bloomberg estimates would cost about $29 billion. It's also making investments in unifying the design of its battery and in recycling precious metals. And yet, the world's largest automaker is going to find it hard to beat Elon Musk. That's for sure, in my opinion. Tesla will likely maintain its broad EV leadership, Ben Kallo, an analyst at Robert Baird, wrote in a report. He walked away from Volkswagen's hours-long presentation, still viewing the Model 3 maker as having the upper hand with regard to batteries. Venkat Viswanathan, an associate professor at Carnegie Mellon University and an electric vehicle expert, also thinks Tesla's drivetrains, comprising both batteries and electric motors, are 4 or 5 years ahead of the competition. They offer the highest driving range for the same battery capacity, he said. Baird's Kallo gives Volkswagen's ambitions high marks. He's just not convinced Musk will cede pole position. That's for sure. We view Volkswagen as a potential leader in the non-Tesla portion of the EV markets. Kallo wrote, a non-Tesla EV ecosystem will emerge, similar to the non-Apple ecosystem in smartphones, which is Android. Apple built an ecosystem that integrates hardware innovations such as processing chips and camera sensors with software lock-ins like the iOS operating system and the App Store. It may have annoyed many users, but Apple has stuck with its proprietary lightning charging cable. I'm one of the people who's annoyed by why Apple does this, locking its products. That's why I prefer other products like Samsung, for instance. Anyways, let's continue. Tesla has done something very similar with EVs by developing its own battery chemistry, electric motors, and driver assistance system. It has also built a supercharging network other cars can't use, at least not yet. Google's Android operating system and Samsung Electronics managed to carve out a significant share of the global smartphone market, but Apple became the world's most valuable company by building a dominant brand and ecosystem for which consumers are willing to pay much more. The conclusion Baird Kallo reached Monday is similar to one UBS analyst Patrick Hummel came to after his team completed a teardown of Volkswagen's ID3. They said Volkswagen might not be the Apple, but the Samsung of the EV world. He said earlier this month. Just like Samsung has an edge over Apple with its superior smartphone display, there is one area where Volkswagen may be ahead of Tesla, according to these analysts. The German automaker has placed a big bet on next-generation lithium-ion batteries. In 2012, Volkswagen invested in Silicon Valley startup QuantumScape, which was building solid-state batteries that promised to increase driving range by as much as 50%. This is not yet tested. This is in theory. And reduced charging times to 15 minutes. We haven't seen this yet. Though QuantumScape's battery won't be in a car before 2025. Yeah, just like I said. See, you have to wait for this for 2025. So, in order for Volkswagen to be in at least a meaningful competition, it's like 5 or 4 years out, right? 2025. So the company's market value stands at about $23 billion, roughly a sixth of Volkswagen's evaluation. While Tesla has many battery innovations under its belt, from novel chemistry to more efficient production methods, it has not yet said anything about developing solid-state batteries. Anyways, Tesla is close to making really cheap and high density, high energy batteries. I think all of you have seen it on the battery day presentation. Musk is working on something really special. So I doubt Volkswagen will be in any way near to making trouble for Tesla, at least for the next 5 years. That's for sure. After that, by then, I'm sure Tesla's new batteries research will be matured, and then who knows? Anyways, we'll wait and see. That's all for now. Thank you for listening. Keep tuning in. I'll keep you updated anything about Tesla and EVs. Have a good one.